week with a 10-tackle game. It's the...
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield. Mayfield going to the air right away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the first snap, here's Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. He's got room past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 25 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Olave over the middle, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, but he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that was a long 11-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield on play action. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch in the game. It's a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gets it again on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That's good. Here we go, Saints.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Second and goal from the 1. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up from the offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz will look down the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Again, this is Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Come on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line. Second and 5. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mayfield on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield out to the right here to Shepard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, Mayfield. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done. And
then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game but the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
meticulous about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Here's Walker. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. But fortunate, looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
A tone for his city. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 43.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 6. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Down to about the 22 here.
85 yards rushing for him now. Tremendous all day long. Second and 3. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Singletary will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. CD will go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield now from the 50. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And Walker has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mayfield out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And again, it's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right up.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble.